Android 11 is bricking Xiaomi phones. Time to say goodbye to Flash. Nintendo made a work boy? There's an e-ink monitor that's ginormous. And Apple wants to make a customizable keyboard. What's up everybody, this is Dave LeClair with Make Use of Tech Bytes, and we're going to take a look at the biggest news stories from the last couple days from the world of technology. So why don't you just kick back, relax, put your feet up, and let's get going. So kicking it off with our first story, if you currently own a Xiaomi Mi A3, do not download the Android 11 update. If your phone notifies you that Android 11 is available, don't download it yet because apparently it is bricking some users' phones. A user on Twitter reported to Xiaomi's support page that the Android 11 update bricked their phone, and then other users started chiming in and saying that they had the same problem. And this is not a small brick that can be fixed with a soft reset. Their phone is not working. It's not accepting a charge. It is not powering on. If you have that phone, be patient, hang tight, wait for Xiaomi to put out another update that fixes the broken update and then get Android 11. Hang out on Android 10 and play it safe for the time being. We knew it was coming, but it is officially here. December 31st has arrived, and with it, the end of Adobe Flash. That's right, the staple of internet animation for games and songs like Badgers, and all the other good stuff that we have come to love is now going away. Sure, Flash has problems, and it's not the most secure piece of software out there, but just imagine all the good times you had with Flash back in the day. This news shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody. Adobe announced that it was killing Flash back in July of 2017. It's just so sad to see it go. I mean, realistically, we could make an entire video just breaking down the vulnerabilities that Flash brings to the table. But the fact of the matter is it represents a certain era of the internet, and seeing it go away is a little sad. But at the same time, security is important, and it's good that a big hole in everyone's security is going to be gone for good, and we can move on to HTML5 and other forms of video and animation. The Nintendo Game Boy is arguably one of the greatest handheld video game systems of all time. You could even argue that it's the greatest video game system of all time, period. But did you know that there was a Nintendo Work Boy? Video game historian Liam Robertson has actually resurfaced a Nintendo accessory that was designed to turn the Game Boy into sort of a PDA type of device called the Nintendo Work Boy. So what does a Work Boy actually do? Well, at first a whole bunch of nothing, because our video game historian didn't have any software to use with it. But then there was a massive leak, and he managed to get his hands on exactly the software he needed to test out the Work Boy. In total, there were 12 applications that surfaced for the Work Boy, and they're your pretty standard PDA fare. There was a calendar, some accounting software, and even an automatic landline dialer for your phone. So it did some cool stuff, but it obviously couldn't compare to the modern computers that we have today. The peripheral itself actually just looks like a keyboard that you plug into your Game Boy, and then you use that to type and get work done. I mean, you'd have to be doing work on a little Game Boy screen with all the green and black, and it's not exactly the prettiest looking thing to do work on, but at the time, PDAs weren't so prevalent, so it was pretty damn cool. Unfortunately, there's only 2 known prototypes, and we believe Nintendo has one of them, and Liam has the other one, so you probably won't be able to get your hands on a Nintendo Work Boy, but just knowing that it exists, it's quite fascinating. It makes you wonder what else Nintendo worked on over the years that never really saw the light of day. While we're on the topic of cool technology, the Paperlike 253 is a new e-ink monitor. It is 25 inches. So it's not small like a Kindle or other e-ink displays. This is a display you hook up to your computer and you can actually do coding or writing on. Unfortunately, we don't know much about the device. It's not available for sale yet, and we don't know when it will be available for sale or exactly how much it will cost. We do know that it features a 3200 by 1800 resolution, which is pretty high. Now, obviously, as other e-ink displays, it's only black and white, which means it won't cause any eye strain. So if you're sitting there writing and coding for hours and hours every day, it might actually be something that you like. Now, you're not going to want to play games on it or watch videos, but if you're just using it for work, it could be pretty cool depending on how much it ends up costing in the end. If we had to speculate on the price, we would say it's going to be pretty expensive. The company currently has a 13-inch Paperlike monitor that retails for $9.99. So when you figure scaling it up that much, you're going to be looking at a minimum of double that, probably more, depending on if the company is able to get cheaper parts or work something out. But I would bank it at $2,500 to $3,000 minimum price range for this thing, so it's not going to be for everybody. But if you are a person who has to spend 12 hours a day staring at a monitor writing code or writing words or anything like that, it could be pretty awesome, and it might be something you want to consider when it actually becomes available. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. I am Dave LeClair. This is Make Use of Tech Bytes. We would like to wish you all a happy new year. We would also like to ask that you like and subscribe to this video and this channel because it helps us out a lot. And we will see you guys in 2021.